Saturday. All good things have to come to an end, including winning streak, but it was a good game, hard fought. Kind of talk about that game and how you felt about it.
Yeah, I think, man, I'm not going to let Saturday put a damper on what these guys accomplished. I think, we talked about it on February 8th. I think nobody even thought we would make the WAC tournament, and all these guys did was win, and from that point on. And so we finished it with a loss. I was more disappointed that we lost for our seniors, You're talking about, guys that have been in this program for a long time, most of them, that have done some unbelievable things while they've been here. Kind of the ending of an era, I guess you could say. And so I hate that we couldn't put them out on a win, but we're not done playing. So we can still send them out on some wins, So they just didn't get to win their last game in Moody. But look, the feeling in the locker room was not that of sadness.
Oh, my mic isn't on, apparently. Sorry.
You're good.
Good thing we didn't do the whole thing.
How about crack this door open real quick, Ray?
All right. Sorry about that.
You're good. Now we're set?
Now we're set.
Yeah, baby. Thank you, Ray.
All right. Want me to go start over?
You can start over if you want, or you can kind of just talk about the seniors.
Yeah, you're good, man. I'll just say this. I think, like I said, Saturday wasn't a day of sadness. We wanted to celebrate those seniors. They won, where it was 7 out of their last 8 games to finish the regular season. To do that is pretty remarkable, and I said this before. I think true character is shown, during tough times. It's easy when everything's going great and you're on winning streaks and you're winning 26, 27 games. We've certainly been there before, but true character is shown when things are tough. And I think that anybody who's been paying attention now knows the character of those men in the locker room, and they were no different on Saturday. When times were tough, we found a way to go win 7 in a row. And then when we lost the other night, man, it wasn't like guys upset with their head down. It was, let's go win in Vegas. We know we're playing well. Like, Utah Valley's playing great. They just won at Tarleton, who had a 10-game winning streak going or something like, or 11-game winning streak going 2 days earlier. And so, these guys have done great things. They fully anticipate to go and be in Vegas for a while. And I'm right there with them.
And going into the WAC tournament, you guys have played a lot of close games this year against conference opponents. How good is that to be able to have that experience of those close games, especially when it comes to tournament time?
Yeah, it's a process, right? And that's why we talk about it. And if we just blow everybody out or whatever, then you don't know what to do in those close games. You get tight in those close games. We've been in nothing but close games. We've lost close games. We've won close games. I think some of those losses early in the year helped us win these, when we were on that 7-game winning streak. They helped us during that time. And I think it'll be no different, hopefully, in Vegas. Conference tournaments, most games are close, and so every single person on the side of our bracket we split with the exception of Tarleton, but we're not worried about them. They're way down the line. We got to win a bunch of games before we could ever see them. So our main concern is Stephen F. Austin, who we went to overtime with here, and then had to have a miraculous comeback. I think we were down 18 or something like that to win at their place. And so, we know every single game we play with Stephen F. Austin is usually a knockdown, drag out, type of game, and so we're fully anticipating that. But I think our experience in these close games throughout the year hopefully will help us. I think whether we're up 18, down 18, tied up, our guys are never going to feel like the game is over. I think because they've seen it happen both ways for us, and I would go to battle with this team over anybody for sure going into this week.
And going into Stephen F. Austin, those might be the two closest, best games you guys have had all year. Back in November, going into overtime, and then you talked about that comeback. The fact you're playing Stephen F. Austin again, does that give you guys a little bit more juice, knowing the history between you guys?
It's the WAC tournament, man. So I think you can put anybody in front of us, and it's going to be, it's going to be pretty intense. But yeah, of course, Stephen F. Austin is a program that we have a ton of respect for. And I think that the feeling is mutual, and so we know it's going to be a good game, and we know that both teams have good players and are well coached, and so yeah, of course it does. But I don't think it matters who you put in front of us in the WAC tournament, man. It's win or go home, and so we're excited, just like Stephen F. Austin's excited, and we'll go up there and tip it up and see what happens.
And just momentum-wise, despite the loss Saturday, you guys still have one of the hottest teams in the entire conference. How good does that kind of feel going into the tournament?
Yeah, the loss doesn't deter us from anything. I think we know we're playing good basketball. We know we've kind of found our formula to success. It took us a little bit longer this year than it has in the past, but that's okay. We knew with 10 guys that have been in the program for a year or less, we knew it might take us a while. And so we feel good. Of course we do. I think our guys are confident in that locker room. We're about to go to practice, and I think we're going to have a great competitive practice. Like, I don't know why it would change today. When we were on a 7-game losing streak, I don't know if that was a real thing or not. I don't know what our losing streak was, but whenever we were losing games, we were having competitive practices. And then when we started winning games, it didn't change. We were having competitive practices. So I think our guys just know what it takes to win, and we're going to go out there and try to execute that.